all right?
He is.
I'm sorry.
How much do you think it's gonna be?
62.
We had a little bit of plaster. This place is a smidge more expensive than the other one we go to. I'm saying 71.
71.44.
Oh,
Shut
I was
up.
right.
You said 71?
I said 71.
Oh my God. Wow.
That's the second time that's happened today where somebody's been right on.
Dude, this place isn't a smidge more expensive. It's like 50% more expensive.
Guys, we missed you. Another weekend and more work is gonna happen at the house. It's a big day for subs. We have our HVAC guy coming to see if we could easily add central air. We have our electrician coming to give us a quote for some updates. And our sheetrocker's coming to give us a quote. He's actually gonna give us two. One to basically do everything, and another to see if we could save some money where he's just gonna tape in mud.
And today's super exciting because we're gonna start putting things back together. I've got subfloor at the house that I'm gonna lay in the bathroom upstairs. And I don't really believe when people tell me that things are 100% waterproof. And I know that sometimes people say that you don't need to waterproof the subfloor under LVT, but I'm gonna do some sort of waterproof paint. I'm just gonna do like a shellac paint. So trying to get all that done today.
And while Kyle's doing that, I'm actually gonna take this subfloor up in the kitchen because it's gotta be level with the rest of the space. Then I think we're really just gonna focus on that bathroom. We need the bathroom finished before we move in. So that's the priority.
Cut subfloor, kid. Starting to go back together. Super excited.
When the previous owners put the carpet down, there's obviously a padding underneath, which then made it unlevel with the kitchen floor. So the kitchen floor has hardwood, then they laid a new subfloor, and then they put the floor on top. Since we're gonna be possibly keeping the original hardwood, we obviously gotta lift this up. And even if we don't keep the original hardwood, the hardwood's gonna act as the subfloor, and then whatever new flooring we put down is gonna go throughout. So we need this to be at the same height. So either way, this subfloor in the kitchen's coming up. I think I just found out why they covered them up to begin with. I mean, there's just like years and years of grime and glue and disgustingness. I mean, that if Kyle would stop working upstairs, he'd be able to hear me. So this really bums me out because I was super excited to refinish the hardwood floors. Kyle's gonna be excited because he didn't really want to. Hi, buddy. He didn't really want to refinish the hardwoods. He just wanted to lay new. So now it's just more money. The budget's going up and up, but it's all right. It'll look great in the end. 0189. You want to come see something I uncovered in the kitchen?
It's actually like a tar paper
Yeah.
that they laid down. Yeah, no, we definitely can't refinish it. Well, I mean, we might be. It would just be a lot more work than I think. You see the trowel marks?
Yeah, they had tile down.
They trowed glue down. Yeah, for something. They may have had like sheet vinyl.
So are you cool with doing LED? Semi a little happy, to be honest.
I wasn't really trying to refinish this hardwood.
It was looking rough. What do you think? What'd you tell the camera before I got down here?
That you'd be happy.
Oh, that's why you're my wife. Okay, bye.
Subfloor's all up. Subfloor's all up. Subfloor is up. Next in here is plumbing and electric.
I had said before that the floor is really at a level coming from the exterior wall into the house. And instead of trying to level that, so what I'm going to do is lay this 3/4. I'll let my plumber lay the tub. And then I'm going to put, because the back of the tub to level it is going to be up, maybe about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, something like that. Then I'll put 1/2 inch on top, and then hopefully my flooring will then cover any gapping that there's going to be under the tub. But we'll see.
With our parents not down to help us, our lunch options aren't as glamorous. We got peanut butter and jelly. And Bodie needs lunch too. But his is bougie and requires warm water. Do you want to take a little break, or do you want me to just bring you your sandwich?
Coming down, gotta make my last cut.
Cheers.
Thanks for sandwich.
So, I'm shoving some insulation because this is her bathroom wall too. So, a little bit of soundproofing, and it's also fire rated. So, where it's balloon framed right here, I'm kind of stuffing it down into there. I'll do it in the basement also. They do have some fire blocking down there, but I'll make sure it's all in there. Soundproofing and fireproofing. Most importantly, soundproofing.
When you have a multifamily unit, especially when you're house hacking, soundproofing is very key. Normally, our multifamilies are up down, so we do the soundproofing with floor underlayment, but this one's a side-by-side, so we're doing the soundproofing within the walls.
We are sitting on fresh new subfloor.
There's no more risk of falling through the ceiling. I'm just excited that we are in the putting back together phase.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a good phase. So we'll see you guys in the morning.
Good morning, guys. It is Sunday. We came down very early today to meet with a sheetrocker, and he just left. And overall, good news. So we then got some breakfast and ate at my desk.
Lauren got mad that I dropped ketchup on her plywood desktop.
He did. He dropped ketchup on my desk. This is where I do important work. So let's go down and we'll give you a little bit of an update.
After meeting with our HVAC guy and sheetrocker, we unfortunately found a little bit more work that Lauren and I have to do in preparation for them to come. So, for instance, this duct is going to get moved over a bay. So now we have to clear this bay of lath so that they can easily run that ductwork. And I had mentioned before, if you can make their work easier when they get at your job site, where all they have to do is the work that you're paying them to do without having to do any tear out, you're going to save a lot of money. So that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to get preparations for our sheetrockers and for our HVAC. So it's going to be a lot of plaster and lath cutting again, but it should be the last of it. Some of those preparations for the sheetrocker are going to be, and I didn't know this is something new that I learned. We've got 1/2 inch sheetrock up on this wall that I thought we could save. He told me that this is like really old and they're actually not the same thickness. Even though it's 1/2 inch, it still isn't the same thickness as the new 1/2 inch sheetrock. So there would be a little ledge if we just tried to conjoin them and feather it out. So we're just going to take it down and put new up. Something to think about when you're getting prepared for sheetrockers to come in are, do sheetrockers have the nailers that they need to hang the sheetrock? So for instance, in this corner right here, they may be okay with this being the last nailer for that sheetrock, but there's nothing for this end, for this wall to get nailed into. So you may have to do some blocking. I am going to put some 2x4 pieces here for them to screw into, but you got to bead the sheetrock. Where do you have to get screwed in and make sure that there's blocking there? And if your sheetrockers don't have to do all that, you're going to save a lot of money. Now for the kitchen ceiling. Didn't realize until we took out this cabinetry, this ceiling and this ceiling, there is actually another ceiling under this one. So there's 3 ceilings up here. You can kind of see this isn't in the best of shape. I mean, it kind of just goes right into it. I'm gonna say that this is the toilet above us, and this is where probably the leak was that they had at one point. It's not in the best of shape. We're just gonna take this whole ceiling down. We are gonna get filthy today.
I thought demo was over, but it's never over.
Never!
Oh!
Oh my God! Look at all that. That's all mouse now. Yeah, you can tell they cut all this back to do work on this waistline. Do you smell the like it smells like
Damp.
like old dampness? Yeah, that's all I can guarantee that's all the moisture that's just sucked into here. That was one of the things our sheetrocker said, was that this old like plasterboard, what it does is when it gets wet, it expands. We could put new sheetrock over top. What's going to happen is if we have a leak up in that bathroom upstairs, it's going to expand and it's going to bubble out the new stuff that we just put up. So get rid of it. So if there's ever any problems, all we got to do is just cut out the little watermark and we can patch in new. Yeah, here, look. It's the remnants of doing pipe work. This is like the like rosin sandpaper that they use to clean up copper. So it's definitely from when they were doing this waistline. Hey, look, dude, people were just ripping SIGs all over this house. Marlboro Reds. We got generations of SIGs in this house. And I forgot to let you guys know, but our sheetrocker just left and he just gave us a quote. Now, he's going to be doing all of this, the ceiling all the way into here, all of this into the kitchen, all of this, and the ceiling. How much do you guys think that all comes out to? Let us know in the comments below. Before we tell you, he did give us 2 prices. One for us hanging and him just taping and spackling, and 1 price for him doing all of it. So if you want to break it up into 2 guesses, go for it. But to find out that number, you're going to have to wait for the end of the episode. This room used to be pink. Like baby girl's room pink. Look at that. It's crazy. Like we talk about like when we're choosing our finishes, it's like, are these things going to be like trendy or in style in 10 years, 15, 20 years? And it's like that was in at some point. That pink was in. That's wild. I had mentioned for the efficiency of the unit that we were going to open up some of these wall bays right here. So this one and this one, I'm going to completely open this up. We're in the kitchen right now. Basement's directly under us so that we can run 2 returns. One will go up and stop on the 2nd floor. The other one will continue to go up for the 3rd floor. And they'll act as 2 returns so that we have a return on every floor. Look at that. That's where that pipe was leaking that I found that nail through. It's so bad. So, I mean, it was definitely leaking, but you can see right here, I had said that it looked like that when they changed the waistline, they cut into the ceiling here, and they cut into the ceiling there when they replaced it because they thought the waistline was leaking, when really it was whatever numbskull drove a nail through that water line. And it was leaking here, not over here. But it was probably licking that way and looked like it was leaking here. Water sucks.
I am loving days like today. The weather is super warm. We got the back door open. We got the front door open. All the windows are open. Woo, I love it. Anybody else's husband just like make a huge mess and then move on to the next thing? Assuming that I'm gonna come behind and clean it all up. The assumption's right. I am gonna clean it all up, but come on.
I got those bays opened up downstairs for the HVAC. Now I'm moving to the second floor. Luckily, those two bays fall literally right here. Perfect. So I'll send this one to here, and I'll send the one on the left up to the third floor for that third floor return. I'm trying to salvage this paneling because if I can just get these pieces off in one piece, after he runs those returns, I can sheetrock back over top of this and then just tack up this paneling and it'll look exactly like it does right now. So, wish me luck.
Kyle said he found weird stuff in the wall. Guys, another mess that he probably expects me to clean.
There's stuff like wrapped in paper towel, like 3 right in a row. Unless they're just crumpled balls of paper towel, but very, look at them, there's 3 right in a row. What do you think it is?
Thumbs.
Dude, I don't know, it's weird and like, it's not animal, like there's no way that's animal. Like what could you possibly have been doing that you dropped 3 crumpled balls of paper towel right next to each other?
Open them up.
Oh, it doesn't look like there's anything in them.
That's sad.
But why? I don't get it. There's something in that one.
No, there isn't.
Bro, I swear to God.
Oh, it's like...
Oh, it's hard. Oh, it's plaster. I'm very confused. Hold on, stand by. Look, it's like plaster. How old do you think these paper towels are? Oh, that's sad. I was really excited to find something cool.
One day.
You know what it reminded me of? I saw a video one time. These people like bought like a rancher or a trailer park, like a trailer home. They found like bottles of whiskey, like all. You remember that? Remember that video? All underneath, but they were all wrapped in like newspaper and stuff. Every bottle was all wrapped in newspaper. I thought that's what we just found. And you know what else is weird? These studs up here are 36 inches on center. That's odd. Very weird.
I just cleaned.
I know.
I just cleaned.
That's what you were talking about. Oh my God, it's showering on me.
Spotted a wild husband in unfamiliar territory doing an unfamiliar task. Let's see. He's not quite sure of the proper technique for this. It's something new for him. He's confused. Oh, we're spotted. Just when we thought demo was gonna be done, we still have to demo the ceiling.
It's never over.
No.
Trying to find the other piece, but on, and it's got this little peg, and then off has a little, I don't know, eyelet, and it had this red ring with it. This was a ring, and as I pulled it out of the ceiling, it exploded into a million pieces. But if anybody knows what this is, you gotta let us know. I don't see any other writing on it. Wait, actually I do see a little writing on there. Yeah, hold up. What does that say? Johnson, Detroit. Johnson Gas Lighter. Detroit, Michigan. Dude, this is sick looking. Hold on. Wait till you see how cool this looks. Here, come outside on the back porch.
Baby, look at your feet. Are you going skiing?
I think. Hey. Hold on, wait.
Look how dusty you are.
Hold on. Oh my god.
Wait, you look like you just came out of a coal bin. Your face is
Hold on, where'd that razor go now?
so bad.
Johnson, Gaslighter, Detroit, Michigan.
Pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I'm actually gonna say I'm gonna keep this, and then when we're done, I'm gonna see if I can hit this with some sandpaper and clean this up. But this would be cool. What can we use this for? I feel like we could use this for something. Are you taking my face? Because it's so dirty.
Take your hat off. You look like an Oompa Loompa.
Really? That's how tan I am?
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
This was a rough one.
That was definitely a rough day. It started off with us only having to
only having
to open up the bays that our HVAC guy needed us to open up. And then as I started to open them up, it was just, oh no, I take that back.
The sheetrocker
came. The sheetrocker came.
He's the one who threw our plans for.
He threw the plans for a loop,
Yeah.
and saying that like what we thought was drywall wasn't actually drywall, and that actually it was like an older kind of like plasterboard, and the downside of it was if it got wet, it actually swells, which if we were going to run sheetrock right over top of it, it would then compromise that sheetrock, which it's directly underneath our bathroom, so if it wasn't underneath a water source, I would be more inclined to leave it. The fact that our bathroom's right above it is, you know.
Yeah. And I appreciate he said something. Like, I appreciate when a tradesman knows enough to recommend something for the better of the project. Like, it could have been very easy for him to just say, okay, you want me to do ABC? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate when somebody's like, I'll do whatever you want, but
yeah,
what I recommend is this.
And that just goes along with what we always say, is just take care of your future self. Don't put something up or leave something there which could just as easily be taken down if it poses a future risk. So I have some serious dirt boogers and I'm dying of thirst.
Yes. If you guys are sick of seeing this demo, hit that like button. Comment below what you think that gas on off thing was.
And we have to let them know how much the drywall was. So I don't know if any of you out there do the same thing, but I never have a notepad, so it always ends up being just like a scrap piece of wood or like a pizza box or, you know, some other hunk of cardboard. And today it was a scrap piece of 3/4 inch ply. So I know it's probably tough for you guys to see it, but we told you we would let you know what the sheetrock estimate came out to be. So like I told you guys, it was 76 sheets. One of the estimates was if we hung it and he just taped and spackled, and the other estimate is if he did both. So the first one came out to $722.
For us to hang and for him to tape and spackle.
Correct. For him to hang it, it was an extra $722.
So total for $1,444. And I was upstairs doing something else. Kyle was down here with him, and I could hear Kyle go, all right, like, I'll let you know which, route we want to go. He didn't say, I have to ask my wife, but I know that's what he meant.
Yeah.
And I'm upstairs and I'm like, have him do both. $722 for labor to hang, especially because they're ceilings. Like, we don't have one of those sheetrock holder mechanisms.
Or just us putting it up on the ceiling. I mean, it's a pain. It is a pain.
We know when
to hire.
Best to
I mean,
hire
we've done it before and it sucks. So $722, I mean, we did the math, it's just under $20 a sheet. It's like 19 and change a sheet to hang and finish. That is awesome.
I just can't wait. Hopefully he could do it, during the week and not on a weekend, because we'll leave Sunday and we'll come back Friday and the place will just be transformed.
Yeah.
So good news for us, bad news, you won't see us torture through hanging sheetrock. All right, Bodie's getting antsy. I want some Italian ice because it's so warm out. So guys, hit the like button if you enjoyed this episode. Comment below what your favorite part was, and we'll see you guys next weekend.
Cheers.